What's up to my Immortal Riders? This your boy Trent, better known as Alex Kane, also known as Uncut. Either way you want to put it, I am what I am, and what I'm not, I would never try to be. Today we sitting here with Mr. Landon Peters. He have a beautiful 1971 Camaro. I'm talking about this beautiful, man. One of the most beautiful Camaros I have seen in a long time. Mr. Landon, he seemed to be a person that do a lot of twisting on some tools, so this should be a very interesting conversation we're gonna have today. But at this time, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. I bring to y'all Mr. Peters. So Mr. Peters, as to start it off, we're gonna open it up a little lightly. You know, how did you come about the Camaro?
So it's a long story. I'm trying to shorten it.
I got you.
So my dad pretty much gave me two choices. He said, I can either buy you an old car or I can pay for your way through college. So I got a scholarship, worked my tail off for that scholarship so I could get my car.
I got you. So now we got the car.
Yep. Yep.
That was a hard choice to make.
No, not at all. Not at all. You know that.
So what shape was it in?
It was, bodywork was pretty much done. Or well, I really think that it was just a solid car to begin with. We didn't really find a lot that had been patched up on it.
Right.
It kind of started off in good shape, and then it was already trimmed out in like almost like a tangerine orange. So the more I looked at that color, the more I liked it. So we just kind of matched it.
Stuck along the line.
Yeah, no motor, no transmission, just pretty much rear end and the body. That's pretty much it.
Interior was okay?
No, not really. It came with seats, and I was really about it. It had an old dash pad in it and stuff, but we ended up just finding some stuff out of an old car in a field somewhere and making that work.
I got you. That's usually how it goes sometimes. A lot of people have donor cars or whatever. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful car. So she was pretty much fairly in decent shape. Yeah,
it was like, as far as like the most time consuming work was pretty much done.
Right.
Whenever we got it.
Right.
And it was we were gonna get rid of it. We was gonna try and get a first gen Camaro, but we got under it, got to looking around, and man, it's so rust free when we got it.
It's hard to find on the car.
Hard to find. It's hard to get rid of too.
Right. Especially a car that back them many years.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we finna get into the guts of this thing, man.
I think I'm ready.
It ain't that bad. It ain't.
No, it ain't. No.
All right. So that paint color, is it off of a particular car or?
Yeah. It's off of a. I believe it came. It's a knockoff name of it, but it's the same color as what come on the SRT.
Chargers.
No, the Rams, the SRT Rams.
Oh, okay. So it's like a burnt sort of.
Yeah,
like
but the same. It's kind of that same year model as them Chargers. I think you're thinking about.
Right. About 2012, 13.
Yeah.
I got you. So right here, y'all, we finna get into this segment that we're gonna call "Get Your Motor Running." And y'all know how it is on "Get Your Motor Running." Pretty much, we just opening up, getting familiar with the interviewer and his love, passion, history with cars. So, question one. What is your dream car?
Dream car. See, I had to study this one a lot. I had to think about this.
All right.
I think, as of right now, today, my dream car would be a 2014 or 15 Z28 Camaro. I only made them for 2 years. It's got the big LS7 in it. It's just NA.
Right.
And from what I understand, Cheverolet shut that organization down because it was beating the Corvette at the time. Man,
I hate they do that, man. Yeah. I swear.
Same.
Me myself, I mean, I don't know if you know, I'm a Camaro guy. I mean, I love Camaros. I was born in 1981. I'm gonna edit that out so y'all won't be nosy. But in the year I was born, the Camaro is the most beautiful car. I mean, that's my most favorite car of the year I was born. I like a couple of Cadillacs, but it's nothing like the Camaro, so you know, that's kind of my interaction with the Camaro. First gen, second gen, not too big on the third gen. Fourth gen, 5th gen, the 6th gen. But the 3rd gen is just too blocky for me. I never liked that car. But I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. Second question. Car movies, or maybe it was a car that was in a particular movie. What is your most favorite car movie and why?
All right, I'm gonna contradict myself a little bit here.
Okay.
Because I'm a Chevy guy.
Okay.
When it comes to cars.
Okay.
But the movie that inspired me probably the most was Gone in 60 Seconds.
Gone in 60.
With Eleanor.
Oh man, that's the second one. Later on you'll find out, but that's the second one this week. The first one or the second one? You know it's 2 movies.
No, I didn't know this.
It's 2 movies. I didn't know it until earlier this year. You got one that was made in like 1970, and it had.
Okay.
Yeah, it had
I know what you're talking about. It's called. It's like
It's Gone in 60 Seconds.
Is it Gone in 60
yeah,
Seconds?
and the car was Eleanor.
It had a big name person in it. Is McQueen or something?
Nah, that's Bullet.
That's Bullet. That's right.
Bullet.
I got it confused.
Yeah, that's Bullet.
I got
But yeah, it's another Gone in 60 Seconds that was made in the 70s, and they got the Mark 1 Mustang in it.
Okay.
Yeah, yellow Mark 1 Mustang. I don't know if you remember that cruise in we had, but it'd be a yellow Mark 1 Mustang.
Yeah. Man,
I did an interview with him, and he said Eleanor and Gone in 60 Seconds, that was his favorite car movie.
Yeah. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's up there, crazy. Man. Eleanor's one of a kind.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm with you. I like that. I like the Eleanor, that Mustang. I'm not too big on. I like Mustangs, but I'm not too big on Fords overall.
Nah,
I'm like you. I'm a GM guy all the day.
Yeah.
But I seen a guy. He had did the old school Eleanor, but he had the newer engine, the newer interior in it. Man, that was an awesome build.
I may have seen the same guy in Auburn.
Yeah, possibly. I seen him at the car show in Lineville.
Had a Coyote in it and everything.
Yeah. What was your first car and some of the modifications that you did to it?
So I started off in the truck game.
Okay.
With big wheels, lots of lights.
Right.
And then I slowly rolled into cars, but really, that was my first car, but it wasn't top of the board for me as far as modifications and stuff.
Right.
Like pretty much once we got done restoring it, I just kind of left it alone. Right. But I'd probably have to say my truck. Okay. Though I had a 04 Dodge Ram. And it was blue and silver. I ended up putting 22 by 12 inch fuel forwards on it. With wheel lights and stuff. Not really any. I didn't really do a whole lot of performance. It was more aesthetics.
Right. I got you. Fourth question. What was your most challenging repair that you have done on an automobile?
I probably have to say, I guess building the engine that's in my car now. I built that from nothing. Right. I bought a 5.3 from a guy. Well, actually, I came across an old bus jack, pneumatic bus jack, and it was given to me. And then I found this guy that was selling that 5.3. I didn't really have no money at the time. I was still in college, but I knew I wanted to go LS eventually on my car. So I'm like, well, I can go ahead and get this now. Really didn't know anything about LS at the time, but traded him that jack for the motor. It turned out to be in really good shape. It's probably only 160,000 miles on it or something. Looked like the oil was changed in it like it's supposed to. And I just tore it all the way down. Tried to take as many pictures and remember as much as I could. Built it back up.
All the way up.
Yep.
That's the way to go with it.
She's never been broke back into. So.
How many miles you got on it now?
I don't really know about miles. I know about time. It's been in there for going on 6 years now.
But you drive your car a lot though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. I'm so ready to get back into my car. It ain't funny.
They're meant to be drove, man. Can't let them sit all the time.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my car been down for like 3 years, man.
Yeah.
But
your story's a little different though.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a constant grind, man. I'm to the point where I'm about ready to just say I'm done messing with it and let it run like it running. But I have been working on it, man. Let's say if you could build your own car, maybe you have built it, maybe it's that car. But let's say if you could do it all over again, what car would it be, and how would you build it? What engine, paint? Just give us a quick visualization of this build that you got in your mind.
I would build 69 Camaro with it'd probably be, I'm torn between like a Bayside blue and like a factory yellow color.
Okay.
No stripes. I'm not a stripe guy. And then I'd probably go with some 18s, probably US mags again. And then I'd sort me out an LS7 to go in it.
Okay, got you. You gonna
Just
stick with the
heads,
LS build?
Yep. Yeah, I know them too well now, man. Too comfortable with them.
I got you. Okay.
And a T56.
Ah,
It'd be a 6-speed. I want a manual car.
Man, I love it. Man, my Camaro before a deer jumped out of nowhere on 280. Right now 280, a deer jump out of nowhere, man. Never seen it in my life, but
On
man,
280.
On 280.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, man, that manual, man, I love it. When I do get me another Camaro, it got to be a manual. It got to be a manual car. Now we're gonna get into this segment that we call Motor Mouth. And what Motor Mouth is, it's pretty much you just answer 5 questions. I'm gonna give you 5 questions, but you got 5 seconds to answer each question.
Okay, so quick.
Yeah, some little trivia real
Okay.
quick.
All right.
Some little trivia real quick.
I'm not good with trivia, but we can go for it.
All right, I know you're a Camaro. I figured that you was a Chevrolet guy off the jump, so I tried to keep
You got that
questions
right.
questions pretty much Chevrolet. First question: what is the original name for the Camaro?
That I don't know.
They just built one. The last one they built an addition for it on the Gen 6.
See, I've heard of Copo, but I think that's just an add-on.
Yeah, it was the Panther.
The Panther.
Yeah, you
really?
know. Yeah, they did. When they discontinued the Camaros for the 6th Gen, they did like 350 Panthers design. It's like a flat black. It got like a panther, a small panther.
That's freaking sick.
Yeah, check
That's
it out.
cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, the Panther that was gonna do it as a Panther, but they chose the name Camaro. In 1969, Chevrolet introduced a blank, previously known as the blank.
69.
69.
I'm gonna say the Chevelle replacing the Malibu, but I don't think that's right.
Close.
Close?
It's the Chevy 2 was replaced by the Nova.
I got one sitting here. Why did I think about that? Yeah, and I knew that too. Man, I knew that. That's tough.
In what year was Chevrolet founded?
See, this is where it gets real murky here. Because I really didn't start like catching up on Chevrolet history until they got into the muscle car.
I got you. Understandable.
But I'm just going to throw a number out there.
Throw a number. I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a hint.
All right.
Colt.
1945.
1911.
Dang.
The Colt Pistol 1911.
Yeah, I was thinking Colt 45. Man. I was thinking about a song when I should have been thinking about a gun.
Final question for Motor Mouth. In 1968, Elliot Handler came up with a brand of toys as a competition for Matchbox. It's a 2-word brand that starts with H. What is the name of this brand?
It's gotta be Hot Wheels.
It gotta be Hot Wheels.
It's gotta be Hot Wheels.
It gotta be Hot Wheels. So let me ask you a question. What initially sparked your interest in the cars?
Probably video games.
Video game. What video game?
Gran Turismo and Need for Speed Underground.
What
the
about
first.
Midnight Club?
I didn't get into Midnight Club.
Oh man, I love Midnight.
That's
Midnight
it.
Club was like, other than Need for Speed Underground, man, that game had so many customizations.
Yeah.
Then they had the motorcycles, the Ninja, the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10.
Everybody talks so highly of it.
Oh man, that was
I never
awesome.
could. I remember seeing Midnight Club.
Yeah, dub
But
edition.
it was rare for me to get new video games.
Man, 6.4 Impalas, Chevelle, Buick Riviera. Man, that game had some cars on it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. What aspects of cars fascinate you most? Is it the performance or the aesthetics or both?
It's probably both.
Yeah.
I'd say both. Like I want it to look good, but I don't want it to be just a show pony.
I got you. Yeah, man. That's usually how that's gonna be the answer to that question. Most people gonna say both, you know. But some people like, man, you know, I slap me a big engine in it and what they say that 454?
Yeah, yeah. That's a big old boat anchor, man. I ain't a big block fan though.
Oh yeah. Are you drawn to a specific area of cars?
It probably had to be like 70s and 80s muscle cars.
Muscle area.
Yeah.
Muscle area. I got you.
Yeah. Some of the late 60s.
Yeah.
But like that car right there that's pretty old for my. Luckily they made that body style for forever, you know.
Right.
But that's a 62. That's probably the oldest car I'll ever own. Just cause as it gets a little older, I don't know, the 50s flares and everything.
The fins.
Yeah, the fins. It's kind of they look good, but it's not my style. It's not what I'd want personally.
Me myself, man, the older I get, I see that like my interest of cars change. Cause like it was a point in time where I hated El Caminos. And I seen the one T.I. had in the movie ATL. And I was like, man, I like that El Camino. Now, I had a passion for El Caminos, man, like, you know. But I mean, me personally, I love them all, man. It don't matter. I can get into anything for the most part.
Same.
But yeah.
Yeah, I will say that's my. So those are the ones that I'd personally own.
Right.
But I like all cars.
Right.
I just like cars.
Oh yeah.
General. Cars, trucks, all of them.
Right. Well, you have no other plans for the Camaro?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you ain't got to put it on camera.
Well, no, I mean it's a long story. Like I want to get this car going because it's my wife's car, and it's a 4-door. So when if we get ready to start a family soon, I'll have a family car. That's old, which I think is gonna be awesome.
Right.
That'll be sick. But yeah, the Camaro, I redone the rear suspension not too long ago. Did all new bushings, traction arms, and then I want to move to the front suspension at some point too. But I keep chasing horsepower numbers here lately, and so like I want to do a little bit more to that engine, and then I'm kind of done with it. I won't touch it no more.
What's your pushing horsepower?
I really don't know. Like I can give you a rough guess.
I got you.
It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably around 425, 450, somewhere in there.
But you didn't put it on dyno?
No. Yeah. So that's just guessing. That's just the old butt dyno. That's
Any
all
dreams
that
for
is.
turbos or anything?
I did it one time, but I just don't want to hack the car up.
Right, I got you.
I just don't want to hack the car up. I'd like to one day get a. I really want an old Malibu, like a G-body Malibu, and just make it a street car. Something that I don't mind kind of cutting into a little bit, but I don't want it to not be a car no more.
Right.
I'm not
Something
a
like a
drag
street
car.
ride.
Yeah, I'm not a drag car guy.
Right.
So like I don't like roll cages. I don't like removing inner fenders and all that stuff. Like
You want it to still be a car.
Yep.
Right. Keep your seatbelts in
Yep.
and all of that.
Be a street car.
Yeah,
that's a street car to me.
That's what I said I wanted to do with my Regal for real. Like I ain't really even gonna care about making it beautiful for real. I just want it to be a good little street car, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Something that'll surprise. That's what I want.
Yeah, pull up you want to.
Yeah.
You know, pull up if you want to.
Yep.
It'll just look like this, you know.
Yep.
But that's kind of my plan with that. I just want to put my engine in it. I ain't in no rush to paint it or nothing, you know, but later on I may come along and do it. Well, I sure appreciate your time,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother. We're gonna wrap
I
that
enjoyed
one
it.
up, and I'm gonna get some pictures, some shots, and
Okay.
we'll do it like that. So there we have it on that one. What's Buddy name right here?
Bud. This is Bud.
I was close.
Yep.
We got
You
Bud
close.
and Landon, and we're gonna wrap it up like that. I appreciate your time. Like, share, subscribe, and we up out of here.